Hello YouTube, this is Headshake and welcome to a very exciting video. So lately I've been having a lot of people. It seems we have a lot of new flight simmers, and they want to know how to make a flight plan and how to input the information into the FMC. So I'm gonna make this video. It's gonna be a two-part video. On this first part, I'm gonna go through picking your airports and getting a flight plan, and then I'm gonna do the FMC and well, actually I'm gonna do three videos. The first one is going to be this one about how to choose the airport and make a flight plan. Then the second one is going to be more concentrated on the FMC, and the third one is going to be a short flight using all that we learned on the past two videos, and yeah, just kind of work the autopilot and all of that. So yeah, let's begin this video by seeing how it is possible to make a flight plan. So one of my favorite websites is Skyvector. So let's go over to Skyvector, and it's quite simple to find some airports to make a flight. So I don't know, you can use the map and just say, okay, I want to fly from France or Germany, Spain, the United Kingdom, I don't know, just you can choose whatever, and you have those little balls, and if you right click them, you may see the airport. This is the Orleans Brissy. ICAO is Lima Foxtrot Oscar Juliet, or this one over here, Lima Foxtrot Oscar Victor, Lima Foxtrot Lima November, and so far so on. So I can bring the flight plan, and I can say, okay, I want to fly from Ramstein, which is Echo Tango Alpha Romeo. I want to fly over to Le Mans Arnage, Lima Foxtrot Romeo Mike. And there you go. And if you want to see more information about the airports, you can just click on this, guys, and you will be able to see the runways, the dimensions of the runways, and a little bit of more information, right? In the U.S. airports, it's actually a little bit better, because you can also find, let's go to this one. Well, no, not this one. Let's just say JFK. Let's see the airport, and you will be able to see that you also have all the charts. That is on the US major airports. You will be able to see the charts, which are really useful. So anyway, we are not doing a flight on the US right now. I really don't like flying in the US. It's a lot of vectoring, and I really dislike vectoring. So yeah, I'd rather fly on Europe. Anyway, let's say that we want to, okay, let's say that you want to find some specific airports in some area, right? You can always go to airports and just find the one you want. So let's search for Germany. There we go, lots of airports. And then you can say, okay, I want to find a good airport that is on Bremen, and a good airport on Berlin. So it's Bremen Airport, Echo Delta Delta Whiskey, to Berlin Tegel Airport, Echo Delta Tango. So that's where we're gonna fly. We're gonna fly Echo Delta Delta Whiskey to Echo Delta Delta Tango, or the other way around. Actually, let's do the other way around. So it's gonna be Echo Delta Delta Tango to Echo Delta Delta Whiskey. And there we go. It's gonna be a 166 nautical mile flight, which is actually quite short and sweet. So yeah, now that this is the way you can choose your airports, it's quite simple, not much going on there. And after choosing your departing and arriving airports, now you need to create a flight plan. So I use two ways. I either go to I think it's called I forgot how it's called. Let's Google sim routes. I don't know if it's it's Online Flight Planner, the one I use the most. Yep, nope, not available, this one. So yeah, onlineflightplanner.org. It actually uses a plan based on calculations of Route Finder, which is our finder as a link. Let's just make sure it's working. Yeah, this is the one. And it checks the fuel calculations with fuelplanner.com, which is this one. So instead of going to those two websites separately, you can come over to onlineflightplanner.org, and we can say, okay, we're gonna go from Echo Delta Tango to Echo Delta Delta Whiskey. You can select your ARAC, which right now is 2017, January of 2017, so the current ARAC is 1701, obviously. And we can choose the flight level that we're gonna be desiring, the minimum and the max. I never bother with those really. What I do bother with is selecting my aircraft, so it can give me the fuel that I will be needing. And then we create the flight plan. Sadly, this one does not give you SIDS or stars, so you're gonna have to work those out on yourself. But anyway, it gives you a really nice flight plan. So now this would be basically your flight plan without a SID or a star. You have METAR for departure and your destination, and you also have your fuel. This is how much you're gonna use. This is how much you should take for reserve fuel. So total fuel on board you should take with you is about this much, right? And yeah, that's basically it. Another way we can work out the flight plan is, well, you need the charts anyway. So let's search for the Echo Delta Delta Tango charts. Okay, probably we can find them here, and also Echo Delta Delta Whiskey charts. Here we go. So the Echo Delta Delta Tango charts. This is Echo Delta Delta Tango. We are going to need the departure charts and airport charts. So we can close this. Now we have all the departure charts and the airport charts. So we can taxi. So we know the taxiways names: Papa Whiskey, Papa Mike, Sierra Echo, Romeo Whiskey, Tango Sierra, blah blah blah. You got it right, and the runways. So yeah, this is really valuable information, and also the ramps, the numbers of the ramps, right? So this is really useful for pushback and taxi to runway, and to know where you are, so you don't get lost in the airport. And yeah, so. Okay, what I like doing sometimes, instead of doing the flight plan here on Online Flight Planner, I manually do the flight plan myself. So let's go to, yeah, we're on World High. If you're on World VFR and you're gonna do an IFR flight, well, you choose between World Low and World High. This time I'm gonna be using World High, definitely. So okay, this is what's gonna happen now. We're gonna be flying west, northwest. So let's find a departure that leaves us northwest, which actually this departure right here will be leaving us. It can take us southwest or northwest. So the northwest departure is it seems Brückendorf 6 Lima, which is this one, and Brückendorf 7 Tango. We can use any of those two. Well, it depends on the runways that we'll be using, right? Because it seems if we depart to the east, that is taking runways 08, we're gonna have to use the Brückendorf 7 Tango, and if we take off from runway 26, it can be either the left or right, we're gonna be using the Brückendorf 6 Lima departure. So yeah, so at the end we're gonna be at Brückendorf. So I know I'm gonna be at Brückendorf. It's Bravo Kilo Delta, isn't it? Yeah, Bravo Kilo Delta. Okay, so Bravo Kilo Delta, it's right here. So this is where my SID is gonna leave me. Let's see. Oh, and actually, the online flight planner. I'm sorry, the online flight planner. It actually took us to Brückendorf, or however that thing is called. How's it called? Brückendorf. Yeah. So we're doing basically the same, but we're doing manually, right? And now let's search for a arrival. So we're coming east. So let's open the charts for Echo Delta Delta Whiskey, and let's search for the arrival charts. We have arrival charts for runway 09er and 27. Okay, so the thing is, you're gonna have to decide before reaching your top of descent what approach you're gonna take, and that depends on the weather conditions at the airport. So you can, before the flight, you can have you can expect a approach and a arrival runway, but you will have to make sure that is the active runway before your top of descent, because if the winds change and you have another active runway, your approach is gonna change. So just make sure you understand that. In this case, okay, let's see. Over here we have the winds for the approach, so we know it's gonna be 130 at 04 knots. So 130, let's see, it's gonna be runway 09er, definitely. It's gonna be runway 09er, and also let's see where the ground charts. Let's open the ground charts. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so the arrivals for runway 09er. Well, it seems there's not much going on. What is this? Okay, I'm confused. Is that it? Okay, no, star runway arrival chart. Okay, I think this makes a little bit more of sense. Okay, so it seems like it. Okay, no, we may be needing both. So this is for approach chart. Okay, I get it. Sorry, my bad. Okay, so you get your arrival charts, and then you're gonna end up in one point, and then you do the transition to a runway, and then you use the approach charts for, depending if you're going to do RNAV or VOR or ILS, right? So we are going to be going to runway 09er. So let's close this one. Let's start over just to make it a little bit more simple. So we're gonna need the arrival charts, and then the transition to a runway, we know it's going to be a 09er, and then we are using RNAV to 09er, and that's that. So in our approach, we can come from, what is this? Akrov by red. Okay. Probably, I'm thinking we're coming from Akrov. So let's see where Akrov is. Akrov. Okay, there it is. There's Akrov. So we're gonna be flying on the airway of Zulu 870. So let's add it here. Zulu 870. And there we go. This is gonna be our route. We're gonna fly Bravo Kilo Delta, and then the airway Zulu 870 all the way to Akrov, and then we can start our approach. Let's just make sure. Yeah, and this is basically the same that our online flying planner did. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, this is the way you do it manually, and it's also a lot of fun. So anyway, so we know we're coming from Akrov, and then that is going to leave us here on Bremen VOR, and after that, okay, we actually have Akrov again here. Okay, so maybe we can do this. This is for, okay, this is the FMS RNAV arrival chart. And this is the RNAV for the runway. Okay, so it's gonna leave us right over the VOR as we, yeah, okay, now I see. So with the transition, we can ignore it. On the approach, we're gonna fly from Akrov to the Bremen VOR, and then from the Bremen VOR, we can do this this flight. We leave the VOR on a 234 course, and then on Delta Whiskey 450 we fly 267 degrees, 3000 feet, then turn right 90 degrees, then 90 degrees again on a course with the VOR, it seems like of 087. It seems we're still at 3000 feet, and on Banix we start our descent, and it looks, yeah, and that's basically it. 6 nautical miles away from the runway, we need to be at 1980. 2 nautical miles away from the runway, we need to be 710. But that's, if we're using RNAV, that should be automatic. But yeah, actually I think we have ILS, so we can also use the ILS for runway 09er, which is on this chart. Depending on what aircraft you have, is which one of these you can use. But anyway, it doesn't matter. The thing is that we can we have the ILS information here. We have the ILS frequency for runway 09er, and the course. Where's the course? It's 087, and it's basically the same. It's different distances, but yeah, just to make sure everything is going fine, at 6.2 nautical miles from runway, well, from the localizer, you need to be at 2,200, and at 3.3 nautical miles, you need to be at 1,280. But yeah, it's quite simple. So yeah, there you go. Not much going on there, and we have our flight plan. So yeah, basically we can use this one or this one, but the good thing about this one is that we already know also which departure we're gonna be taking. So it's gonna be oh well, wait, we don't know the departure because I haven't seen. Let's see the departure. Also, if you're not using the online flight planner and you want the weather information, you can always search METAR on Google, and basically this one, the aviationweather.gov website, will give you the information that you require. So let's search Echo Delta Tango and Echo Delta Whiskey, get METAR data, and here you go. So for Tegel, it's gonna be 080 at 06 knots. So that means we are taking off runway 08, obviously. Knowing that we're gonna be flying runway 08, we know that we're gonna be taking the Bergendorf 7 Tango departure. So for departures, Bergendorf 7 Tango, and for arrival, we said it was going to be aircraft to Papa. Okay, and yeah, it's quite simple. And then just once over the VOR, you can do this little approach here, which is really nice. This is the RNAV to runway 09er, or you can do the ILS to runway 09er. And over here is the VOR again. So yeah, quite simple. So yeah, that's basically it for how to choose your airports and make your flight plan. On the next video, we're gonna be seeing how to put all of this information into the default 737. If you want to know how to start up the 737, I have a video I previously made. I'm gonna put the link on the description. But yeah, you should probably get used to the startup procedures, because we're not gonna be using the startup procedures on the well, I'm not gonna be teaching the startup procedures on the next video. So check out that video that I have for the default startup procedures of the default the default 737. And yeah, if you like this video and you want to see how to input all of this data into the FMC, make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps me a lot, and it'll keep you up to date on the videos. So yeah, see you next time, and happy flying. Crash check out.